Right now, my channel has 235 subscribers, and for an introvert like me, that's a lot of people, like a whole lot of people. There is no such thing as failure on YouTube. You are one video away from going viral. If you are new here, my name is Peace. Welcome to my channel, and I'm going to be talking about my YouTube journey with under 500 subscribers. So if you can see this is my channel. I don't know, and as at the time of shooting this video, I have 235 subscribers on YouTube. So I'm going to be sharing my YouTube journey for someone like me who is an introvert or who thought so, and for people like you too to get inspired. So I got inspired to create this video from someone. Her name is Dora. So I'll be sharing my challenges, what I've learned so far, how YouTube has changed my life in one way or the other throughout these 7 months, and how I'm going to continue. What are my plans the way forward? I created my YouTube channel because I wanted to, initially when I started, I wanted to just come here and just create hairstyles because I braid. I'm a hairstylist and I started braiding. If you watch my first video, I talked about when I started braiding, but I started braiding myself officially in 2020. So I wanted to do that on YouTube because I consume content on YouTube a lot, and I see a lot of persons showcase their talents on YouTube. For example, if I wanted to learn a new hairstyle, YouTube would be the first place that I would go to, and honestly there isn't anything that isn't on YouTube. So having watched YouTube for a while, I felt like, okay, I should create my own channel to do the same thing that I've seen other people do. But then I thought, okay, because I stay in a country where I've seen a lot of people with mental health issues, some people that actually need to be told about emotional wellness, but they aren't. I've seen people that are supposed to go for therapy and stuff, and I felt, okay, maybe I could also combine that as one part of my content. Another thing that I wanted to do, because in 2024, if you look at my trailer video, you see that I said I wanted to improve myself so much in 2024. So I felt like, okay, since I'm on YouTube, I would combine these 3 contents together. I will come in and do my hairstyles as a natural hair girl, and I will also talk about personal development. So whatever I learned, I was going to talk about it. I'm going to discuss about it, tell you guys, and also about emotional wellness, self-care, and a lot. And I wanted to do vlogs like my everyday life, but I felt like the place where I was staying at the time, I couldn't capture my house. I wasn't really okay with where I was living, so that was part of what delayed me. That was why I didn't start YouTube in 2020 when I created this channel, because I felt like, oh, how am I going to start creating content? Look at where I'm living and stuff. And right now, for someone who has been on YouTube for like 7 months, I feel like those things are just silly excuses that small YouTubers make, especially if you're an introvert like myself, because I felt like if I were an extrovert, I would have just come on. I wouldn't have even cared. Some people online, they stay in some kind of place and they still come out to create content. So I felt like this thing, people will judge me, I'm going to have negative comments. And you guys can understand, if you're an introvert, you're watching me right now, you understand how it feels like coming out to show yourself or showcase your talent, and then someone drops a negative comment in your comment section. You would feel very bad. So those were some of the things that limited me for a while, and I didn't start until 2024 when I intentionally started dropping content on YouTube. So if you are here and you're listening to me right now, I would say that you shouldn't make the same mistake that I made, because I feel like if I had started dropping content in 2022, even if they were not of good quality, at least by now I would have grown to a particular pace. I would have grown to some level of subscribers. And one of the things I got to learn on YouTube is that no matter who you are, there's an audience for you. There are people that will always listen to you. So instead of thinking that, oh, why should I show up, or I do not have the right setup or the right background or the right place, it's better you just start. If you do not have a good background, or I feel like you can start with doing faceless channels. There are a lot of other contents that you can start on YouTube. You must not show your face. Probably when you've gotten your audience, you can now switch. So it's not a bad thing to start with something and then move into another thing. Another thing I've gotten to realize is right now I'm in a place where I'm just learning what my audience really wants from me. So I don't really have a niche where, like the way I wanted to at the beginning, because I noticed that for some kind of content, some people might view and some other kind of content might not view. So right now I'm still just observing my whole channel and seeing what people really like. So if you are listening to me right now and you want to do YouTube like this, don't wait until you figure it all out. Just start dropping your content one after the other. You can start by introducing yourself. You can start by telling people about you. You can start by doing something that you really love to do. So pick out something that you really love to do and talk about it, and something that you feel like people want to learn. It has to be something that will give value, that will keep people to want to listen or to want to keep watching you. So that will be my advice to you. Just start. Do not wait for the perfect time. There's a comment I saw in a platform. The comment was dropped on one of vidIQ's questions, and the question was, what advice on YouTube do you think have actually worked? And I saw a comment where the person said, I'm going to read it, said, they just start posting advice. Okay, that was what the person said, like many others, I decided to go into YouTube at the start of COVID, but I took some time to learn about video and editing. 1 year later, I posted my first video, and at that time, the channels that started posting from the first moment were already booming with 200k to 500k subs. I wished I learned while doing instead of doing after I learned. So it's actually the same thing that I said. In the process of learning about YouTube, about process of learning how to edit, have good thumbnails, maybe you can just start showing up. That one subscriber may mean a lot, okay, before you get hundreds of subscribers. So do not wait until you feel like I'm in the right place, or because actually I feel like there's no right place, there's no right time. Okay, you might think that tomorrow I'll be well equipped to start, and then tomorrow will come and something will come up to distract you. So if you're looking at me, if you're watching me right now, I would just say, just start. Thinking of starting, the things that you need, if you don't have a camera, you can start with your phone. Right now I use a phone. Don't just wait until you have a very sophisticated device to start. So you can start with your phone, a little tripod, and lights. If you do not have light, you can use the natural light. Just stand close to the window around you so that the natural light will reflect, and then you can start. And like I said before, you must not show your face in your videos. You can start a faceless videos where you talk about things using b-rolls, using other pictures, using other videos. You can start by doing other documentations. There are so many contents to start creating. It mustn't be a content where you show your face. Now, for introverts just like myself, I know the struggle because I am one, and I have been there, coming out to show up. I think the major problem is usually writing your scripts and then how to come about with the script. When I started YouTube, at first I was writing down my script word for word. I feel like looking at the camera is just like people listening to me, people watching me. So I felt like I would feel shy. How do I face this camera? How do I talk to these persons? And I was having a lot of issues with that because I couldn't really face the camera well. And when I started, the mistake I made was that I was writing my script word for word, like how I would want to say them. I would picture it in my brain that, I would say this, for example, I would use this tone, and then I'll write it down. Now the mistake is whenever I come out to want to come and say that script, or whenever I come to shoot my videos, I would have forgotten the way I said it as at when I was writing the script. So I would say it in a different way, and sometimes after shooting, when I go back to watch my videos, I'll be like, this is not how I wanted to say it. So later on, I found out that probably I should just write my ideas somewhere, and then when I come to create my videos, I'll just allow myself be and express myself in any way that I want to express myself. I've seen a positive outcome so far from the way I started, when I would just start reading my script word for word, maybe using teleprompters and so on. But now I just let myself be, I express myself the way I want to be. I feel like people will feel your genuinity and your authenticity when they see that you express yourself in this way. And like I said before, everybody has an audience. So when someone comes and you feel like this person might not like me because I sit this way, funny enough, somebody might be watching you because you sit that way. Someone might be watching you because you smile awkwardly. Someone might be watching you because of a particular thing that you're not confident about. If you're someone that feels very shy to speak to an audience, or you have some sort of stage fright, I feel like YouTube is the right place for you, because you don't have to climb the podium, you don't have to speak to a crowd physically. You can just speak to a crowd virtually from your phone, and that's one opportunity that YouTube has created. So if you're an introvert like me and you're still stuck in that behind in your shell, I feel like you should come out. Now is the time for you to come out, because it's not an easy thing, but it will be easy when you begin to do it one day at a time. Another thing I want to talk about is the opportunities and the skills that YouTube has provided me. Before now, I used to see people talk about some stuff. Maybe when you come online, some people talk about some apps that you use to edit. Some people talk about some kind of words and some kind of terms, and sometimes they feel like so strange to me. Even when I try to Google them to find out the meaning, I will not really understand because I don't practice them. But doing YouTube for the past 7 months, I've learned so much. I've learned how to edit, especially with my phone, and right now I'm just learning how to edit with the system, with the PC. I've also learned how to speak, but like I'm still learning on it though. Public speaking and how to speak to your audience. Yes, I've learned postures, I've learned script writing, I've learned a lot, and I feel like these are the opportunities that YouTube offers to you, the skills that you do not know until you start YouTube. For example, you can start selling a particular product. If you're interested in business, YouTube offers you that opportunity to reach a wider audience. You don't know how many people you can reach until you get to YouTube. YouTube is global, is international. So if somebody from Asia, for example, I'm presently in Africa, someone from Asia can be watching your content. That's one of the things that YouTube offers you. You get to reach people that you do not even think that you reach. For example, you're a writer and you just keep writing, you just at home, nobody will know you, nobody will see you. Imagine coming on YouTube and letting the whole world know that you're writing, putting it in video form, and when people can understand your writings through videos and through your words, they come to patronize you, and before you know, you're popular on YouTube. So if you're here and you're still doubting, I would say again that you should open a YouTube channel, and whatever service or product you think you're selling, YouTube is the right place for you to do that. I'm going to talk about my challenges. Right now I still have some challenges. Time management and yes, time management, because one moment, like right presently I'm a youth corper. Yes, I'm doing my NYSC. It means that I have to go to my PPA. The PPA means your primary place of assignment, and NYSC is a 1-year compulsory mandatory service that you do after your undergraduate degree. So right now I'm doing that, and I have to go to work every day. So basic challenge is the time for me to sit down, write my script, create my content, and start shooting, because most times you have an idea at work, you write it down. When I come back from work and I want to shoot, I'm either tired or thinking of what to eat or how to start. You know, that time you wrote it, the way you had it in your mind, if you do not present it that particular time, when you come back home, you might have lost track of everything. So those are my challenges right now: time management, how to manage my time. And I still have challenges with my editing. I feel like I need to do more. I'm learning to get better day by day. So those are basically my challenges for now. So far so good. Final thoughts. Yes, everything I've said in this video. Finally, the way forward, what to expect. I will keep doing more. Okay, right now I'm going to do more of learning. Whatever I learn, try to put it out to you guys, so you learn with me, to grow with me. I really want to grow, so I want you to grow with me. And I will do more of vlogs. I feel like I'm very lazy when it comes to vlogs. For me, I feel like it's very hard editing vlogs than a normal headshot like this. So I'm going to try my best to do more vlogs, because it's something that I really admire. When I see vloggers online share their daily life, I'm like, oh, I can do this too. But then when it comes to me doing it, I feel so lazy. So that would count as a challenge too. So I would want to work on that, and then I would want to share more on book reviews, read a book per month and share the reviews, so that it will help you too. Talk about personal development, talk about emotional wellness, self-care, and a lot. I want my channel to be a channel where whoever you are, whatever race you are, whatever gender you are, you can watch, you can feel safe in the channel. If you're a lady and you want to make your hair, you can go through my channel and find content that you would want to watch, that you will watch. Just start, show up, have a routine every day, Okay, have a routine. That would be my final advice to you. Don't just do things anyhow, and don't just rush like a jamboree. Like my dad would say, don't just do things like in a fire brigade approach. You can start, you can be very gentle on yourself. Go with something very simple. You can even tell yourself that I want to do one video per week. You must not create a video every day, especially if you're working 9 to 5 or 8 to 4 like me. You must not do a video every day. You can start. The thing with YouTube is once the algorithm figures out that this is how you're posting, it will even help you. One of the things I'll say is don't go hard on yourself. Do something that you can actually keep up with. Do not do something that like other creators, because you come online to see other creators doing things like this. Do not just do it like them. So just sit down and ask yourself, what can I do that would function well, and then go with that. Maybe along the line, when you've gotten enough subscribers, then you can now begin to implement new ways, because we need to advance. Yes, we need to grow every day. So another thing that I would want to say is be hungry for growth. Go through other people's channel, especially if they're in your niche, and see what they are doing that is making a difference. I don't think there's a particular formula for YouTube. The algorithm chooses who to favor. So what you have to do is just being consistent. In conclusion, I hope that I have inspired you in this video, because I felt inspired watching this video from another creator, and I hope you're inspired by my video. If you're here right now, if you're listening to me right now, it means that you really love this content. So why not go ahead and subscribe? Click on the subscribe button, click on notification bell to get notified whenever I upload videos, and the comment section is always open for you. You can go through my videos, my channel, to watch my old videos, to tell me the kind of videos you want to see me create more often. Thank you so much. I'll look forward to you in my next video. Have a lovely day. Bye.